A few weeks ago, bows took a bit of a nerf to their swap speed, so I thought I would take a look at them overall and rank them from the worst to the best legendary precision bows to use in the Crucible. There are 2 kinetic and 4 energy bows, so let's start with the kinetics to get them out of the way. I'll start with a Crude Redemption. It's a bow that you can get from doing the first encounter of Garden of Salvation. The perk pool is rather small, so it might only take a few tries to get a good roll. The one I have comes with Archer's Tempo and Rampage. This bow has a really good 3rd column of perks, coming with Quick Draw and No Distraction, and Rangefinder, but the 4th column is kind of lackluster, with me really only recommending Rampage and Moving Target. There's also the issue of getting people together to do a garden run. I've ranked this bow at number 5. Not a bad pick if you have it, but there are other options out there that are easier to get and also come with a few more solid perks. It also has a very different sight than the rest of the bows. I don't know if that'll throw you off, but it's there. Next on the chopping block would have to be Biting Winds. You can grab this bow by completing a small quest from Varix on Europa. The bow I have here is a quick draw snapshot rule that feels really good to use. This bow also comes with some great perks in the 3rd column, like No Distraction, Moving Target, and Killing Wind. The 4th column also has some great perks like Rangefinder and Swashbuckler, being the ones that I would recommend. If you end up getting an Unrelenting roll, however, it's not the end of the world, but just know that there's better stuff out there. This bow also has a cool function. Because it comes from Europa, it can highlight enemies through weather. Not really a PvP use, but it's a neat thing to notice. I'm going to rank this bow at number 2. In my opinion, it's the better precision bow in the kinetic slot. It's easier to get, takes less time, and I think it has more options to choose from. Moving on. For the energy bows, let's start with Strident Whistle. You can get this bow by completing Vanguard Ops as a random reward. Something to note about Strident Whistle is that it has the lowest base airborne effectiveness out of all the bows. However, it does come with a very large perk pool. That can be seen as a good thing, but it might take a while before you get the exact roll you want. It has everything in terms of perks, with some notable ones being Opening Shot and Harmony. I also just don't enjoy the audio cue for the drawing of this bow. Most bows have a crisp sound that lets the player know that they've fully drawn the bone. The audio for this bow just doesn't have the same ring to it. I'm ranking this bow at number 6, mostly because there are better bows with better perks, and their bows are easier to get with better stuff on them. For me, this bow is more well suited for PvE, not PvP. On to the next one. Wolf Tone Draw is not Sunset, but it is rather difficult to find. I got this bow in an earlier season with some really solid perks, and with an option to switch to Frenzy. Finding this bow now doesn't really seem possible. You just have to hope that Xur is selling it and that it's a good roll. If you decided to keep one in your vault in case it might be good, you should give it a try. I really enjoy the sights and the feel of this bow a lot. But if you don't have this bow tucked away somewhere in your vault, again, you can always check Xur every week to see if he's selling one. This bow for me takes the number 4 slot. With that, there's only 2 bows left, and what is going to take the number 1 slot? For me, there is only one clear winner here. That bow is Under Your Skin. This roll that I have really works in PvP. Opening Shot really helps land that initial headshot, dealing massive damage, and Perpetual Motion helps the bow in all the other aspects of the bow. Handling, reload speed, and stability for more flinch resistance. This is my personal favorite. The audio for this bow is crisp. You can put a memento on it, and also I just really like the design of the bow. Not only is it a great bow, but you can craft it exactly how you want it. The perk pool is kind of limited, but almost all of the options are great. The stats that this bow can have, along with the ability to have enhanced perk, makes this bow so amazing. I put Point of the Stag in 3rd place because it's the easiest bow to pick up with a solid set of perks. The draw time is perfect, and you'll be surprised how effective a Vorpal bow is when taking down supers. Archer's Tempo is also one of the best perks you can put on a bow. I highly recommend you get this bow and try it out. You can pick this bow up at the Monument to Lost Light. It only costs an exotic cipher and some materials. The exotic cipher you can grab from the season pass, or it can be collected after doing some bounties from Xur. So, there you have it. My personal list of precision bows to use in PvP. Let me know what you think down in the comments, or tell me about it on Twitter. Also, don't forget to like, favorite, subscribe, and share, and all types of other social media stuff. Links to all my social media should be down in the description below. I'm going to keep the gameplay running, but thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
Stop them. Your team found the enemy runner. Runner out. Press the attack. I haven't met a warrior like you since the Dark Age. Guardians are saints, so polite. I think the city makes them that way. It's easy to be an angel in heaven, but you understand. You're no saint. Another rift.
1 minute. You're neck and neck on reserves. Fight forever, Guardian! No lives left for your enemy. Destroy them. One foe remains. Slay your enemy and they stay dead. All enemies down. All lives expended. What can stop you if you fight together? Nothing. Double down. 3 opponents down. With 10 warlocks, get those zones back. Zone C captured. You have zone advantage. Ten seconds. Enemy team is out of lives. Topple them. Zone B captured. You have zone advantage. Double down. Yes! 3 down!
One minute remains.
Guardian down.
Who would fight you? Your opponents are fools. That's 2.
Guardian down.
30 seconds.
What can stop you if you fight together? Nothing. 5 minutes remain. A strong...
Only one enemy is left. Guardian, you alone. Be brave. Opponent revived. Just the 2 of you now. Fight! Fight! Your ally is back